and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
All right, everybody, so welcome back. As you know, there was a drive-by shooting outside the Southeast Port of Spain Secondary School yesterday, resulting in the suspension of classes. We do have on the line this morning President of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Mr. Martin Lumpkin. Mr. Lumpkin, thank you very much for joining us this morning. As always, we do appreciate it. Mr. Lumpkin, let's deal with that situation yesterday. Is there any news? Is there going to be a resumption of classes today at all? Do you know?
Good morning, Mr. Hopkinson. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. As far as we are aware, there will be resumption of school this morning because the imminent threat has been supposedly dealt with. But I want to state upfront, Mr. Hopkinson, that I must congratulate and thank the administration, the staff, for the manner in which they would have handled the situation. The principal would have dismissed school upon the information from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and we want to thank the members of the TTPS for being there for the school. Once she got the all clear to dismiss school, she would have dismissed the school, and then she would have informed the ministry of the dismissal. She would have informed the ministry of the incident while just as it took place. But they would have sought to have the school locked down so that the occupants are safe, just like in the case of St. Francois Girls a number of weeks ago, where they too had to lock down, and the staff and the principal administrators would have followed the proper procedure and protocol, and the members of the TTPS were there to support as well too. Even after school, they would have apprehended in the case of St. Francois Girls. But Mr. Hopkinson, this is happening way too often around our nation's schools, especially schools that are performing creditably and sometimes high-performing schools that are within these communities that need the education that our children need, the support and the education that will take them forward. It is unfortunate that just a few people are perpetrating these acts against the schools, against the persons around in the community. And it is high time, Mr. Hopkinson, that the authorities, that the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago sit down with the opposition. Let us put aside party politics. Let us look at what is best for the nation and the nation's children and our educators especially. Please, we are begging. Let us get some meaningful intervention taking place. Don't just look to up national security, law enforcement, the judiciary, to the penal system. Let us look at where the cause of the violence and criminality is taking place, and let us intervene. Please, our nation's children, our educators deserve this.
But Mr. Lumpkin, do you think that, I don't know about you, but this is just my feeling this morning, that the resumption of classes at Southeast Port of Spain, I think, this is just my view again, I think that those classes have resumed quite quickly. And I don't know that, and you can tell us, I don't know that enough counseling has been done with the students of the school, because we know that following the incident yesterday, the students would have been sent home. So I'm just wondering what is going to happen this morning. In just getting to the school, Mr. Lumpkin, I think it would be traumatic for some of the students, some of them looking around to see if it is a safe environment. I know that following the shooting, you had called for an increase in police static and mobile patrols. Has this done? Do you think it is a safe environment that the students are returning to today?
The thing is that we have to look at the situation now. we have to bring the persons together and have counseling. I would imagine, and I am hoping that the Ministry of Education, along with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, they have the victims unit that they also lend counseling to. I am hoping that that sort of counseling will take place today. We can't just shut down the school and have the teachers as well as the students not report to have that counseling. We will unfortunately get persons who will stay away because they are traumatized by the whole incident. And I must plug in here, unfortunately, there will be persons, students, children, who are immune to this. And that would require a different level of counseling as well too. Because when someone becomes immune to these sort of incidents, then you can imagine what could happen later on. And so at this time, the imminent threat is not there as yet, unless the war infractions or persons who are involved decide to come and start to, shoot outside the school again. So we would encourage our educators to, if they are fit to come out and access whatever counseling. But they also have the option of using the Employee Assistance Program, the EAP, which the Ministry of Education provides. And we are hopeful that because of the level of traumatization, some will be affected more than others, that they seek the counseling, they seek the intervention, because some of us, including myself, and we sometimes say the men, we feel we're so macho that, these things, we could brush it off, but really and truly, deep down, it affects each and every one of us differently. And so we should seek that level of counseling and intervention.
But, Mr. Lumpkin, is there a resolution to this issue at all? We have seen shootings outside schools. We have even seen murder outside schools. Is there a solution to this at all?
There has to be. We cannot give up. We must come together. There are many great minds in Trinidad and Tobago that can offer the solutions. It has to be that there must be a whole governmental as well as NGO, faith-based, even within tutor as well to assist in whatever way giving solutions. We have to get to the root of the problem. We cannot be just looking at symptoms and treating symptoms without getting to the root cause. And the root cause has to be going into the family, going into the community, and seeing why our young persons are attracted to a life of crime instead of staying in school, seeking an education. There are many factors, and we can spend probably the whole day talking about it, but it is high time. It is high time. It is affecting each and every one of us. It's affecting all the both political and other political parties members as well. And so it isn't, you are not immune based on your political party. So you need to come together for the sake of your members. If you really care about your members, if you really care about the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, if you really care about Trinidad and Tobago, there has to be that movement to finding a solution to this, or else we are going to lose a lot of our citizens, a lot of our great minds, and it's going to be very unfortunate to see the least.
You mentioned during your statement yesterday, you said that the association was concerned that those occurrences could spill onto the compound of a school one day. And you referred to a situation at the Tranquility Government Primary School where it involved people associated with a student of a school, whereby two male assailants gained unauthorized entry into a school and attempted to attack a security guard there.
Yes, and we are seeing it more and more happening at the primary school level. We have the instance of Parapo RC, where the principal was threatened, and it took such a toll on her that she had to take.
All right. I think that we have lost Mr. Lumpkin there. We'll try to make a connection with Mr. Lumpkin. All right, so we are speaking about that situation outside the Southeast Secondary School in Port of Spain yesterday.
What the perpetrators would have done. And so, because it happened after school, it was not in the full glare of the majority of students, but some students were there. And it was, I think, just the principal on the compound. This has left the members of the school very traumatic. And what we are concerned about is the fact that
all right, let's see if Mr. Lumpkin will return. Of course, we're having some difficulty with that.
Who would support would show that misbehaving that needs to be dealt with in that manner. And one day, we really, God forbid, we are praying that it does not happen such that someone is injured or killed on the compound of our school. I'm really, really hoping that it does not happen for the authorities to take full cognizance of what is taking place and to act. Let us do what the old people would say, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
President of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Mr. Martin Lumpkin. Mr. Lumpkin, as always, thank you very much for speaking with us this morning. We do appreciate it. We are going to a very short break, everybody. We're coming back.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.